Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me, and I can't choose what I want to say.
Hey, folks, we're here. We're doing it. We're queer. We're back in the studio. So much has happened. It's 68 degrees in New York. I'm hard. How are you, Fatty?
I'm pretty good. It's humid. It's a tricky, deceptive 64. Chuck is sweating like his old weight.
Like a Jew at an audit.
Yes, I mean he's
an old
lost the
gag.
weight. He looks fit, but it's hot out there.
It's sticky, it's muggy, it's queefy. You're just walking through a turned-on vagina. It's wet, there's black guys.
What if they're just what if they just got together and decided to fuck the Jews or whoever does the weather app was just like, let's just tell them it's 64, but it's 81 because it feels off.
Well, they do that half the time. They go, it's 68, but it feels like 99 or whatever.
That's true.
What does that feels like? Every Tom, Dick, and Anal had a bit about that.
Well, I tried to do a bit for a long time about the opposite because everyone, when I was a youngster coming up, everyone was like, the weatherman, they can't predict shit, they're assholes, it's like a joke in Back to the Future.
Yes.
And I had a bit defending the weathermen. I'm like, they're predicting the future. And they're right like 98% of the time.
I like
and
that.
everyone shits on the weathermen. But if the weatherman is like, tomorrow it's raining, you're grabbing the umbrella. Why is that? If they were that wrong all the time, wouldn't you go, fuck them?
Well, it's all you got. I mean, you're relying on these queefs with the suits and the Doppler.
They're pretty close. Like, it's never like tomorrow's going to be hot and then the next day it's 51 and snowing.
That's true. That's true. I tried to do a bit that never worked about how, you used to go, hey, the weatherman, they're not always right. And now you do that with the news. With the news, you're like, I don't know if that's true. We'll see.
Well, the news is bad. Well, and everyone
News is
gets their
bad.
own news now. That's the problem. I mean,
Yeah.
this has obviously been touched on in a few different places, but
What, fake news?
yeah. Well, you got your liberal news and you got your right wing news.
I got a bit about it. It's kooky.
I click back and forth. I told you when I'm on a flight, I'm just clicking back and forth because I don't want it to be judged.
Yes, I do
So
the
I'm like, I'm
same.
one of these. I watch all the news. I'm not one of these assholes.
I know. I'm listening to Nazi podcasts, and I'm like, hiding the face.
It is funny though. You're on MSNBC and they're like, the trial is heating up. Trump's going to jail. You click up to Fox News and they're like, the blacks are murdering everybody. And I'm like, oh jeez. Oh, sorry. I'm quoting.
Quoting. I know.
I'm quoting Fox News. I'm quoting Fox News.
That was the loudest part. But yeah, you got to
jeez.
watch both and decipher. You got to go, I'll take a little of this, I'll take a little of that. It's like salt and pepper now. You can't just go all salt. You got to have a little mix. It's a medley.
Decipher sounds.
Yes, a news medley. But I'm hurting. I'm wiped. I'm on fumes. We got a long day today, so buckle up, buddy boy.
I know it's a crazy day. I got 2 pods plus the bonus. Then I got to go do Bonfire. Then I have the 3-hour baseball show. You know what, the baseball show. And it's 9 hours of talking.
That's a lot of mic.
And this is the thing. I'm a moron. I'm stupid. Nobody cares.
You went full Seinfeld. I'm a moron. What's the deal with stupidity?
It's bad. And it only hurts. I was talking to, what's his face? Who's the guy with the tall guy with the bad back and the jokes?
Oh, Ted Smiley.
Sam Morril.
Oh, Morril.
Yeah. I think that's Sam. Tall guy, bad back, great jokes. I think
like
that's it.
it.
I mean, that encompasses it.
That's a blurb on Amazon.
Maybe you throw the Knicks in there, but
Sure, Knicks, please.
But I was talking to him, and it's no good. It only hurts because I only lose fans here. They're like, you hate The Sopranos. I'm not buying a ticket, you piece of shit. I'd be better off if I just had the stand-up. And they were like, this guy's pretty funny.
Sure.
But a couple times I mentioned Trump, and one time I mentioned, the homeless people. So both sides of the political spectrum hate me.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the Soprano people want to whack me
Right.
really cheesily, and you see it coming,
Well, these comments are real cum guzzlers because I made a mistake and did one of these and looked at one of them, and it was like, these two guys complain about having to do a podcast. Oh, I wish I made millions of dollars talking. And you're like, Well, first of all, we don't make millions of dollars talking.
Only one of us does.
Secondly, he's cleaning up. Secondly, you could do it too then. Go, you start one. If we make millions of dollars talking, go talk.
Well, that's the other. I mean, I don't want to sound like an old asshole, but first of all, the grass is always greener. Obviously, this is much easier and funner than doing HVAC.
And roofing.
Which I did for a moment.
Uh-huh.
But this is what happens is people get mad. They're like, oh my God, Joe bought a used Sentra. He's loaded.
Right.
But I'm like, well, I also had my electricity turned off multiple times, and I had
Sure.
3 roommates when I was 34 years old, and I lived in a room that was 14 feet by 7 feet, and when everyone's going off for their weekend getaways, we're at the fucking Atlanta Punchline Holiday Inn or whatever.
You got that right.
Wanting to kill ourselves, and we have no job security whatsoever.
0.
Yes.
Not to mention, we gave up 11 years of our lives of eating ass and ramen just to try to get by and get a weekend at Magooby's.
And the open mic, and it was a huge gamble. We did a massive gamble. We pushed
gamble.
all our chips in and gambled everything, and for the moment, it's paying off.
Yes, but it could all go to hell. Look at Dane Cook. He's dead.
I was just talking about him.
Really?
He, for sure, 2005 was like, well, all right, so I make $7 million a year. That'll be good.
Yes.
And now, he changed my oil the other day. And he did it hilariously, by the way.
Yes, he's a funny guy. He spilled the oil. It was a whole thing. But yeah, I mean, this business could come and go, baby. You never know.
By the way, also, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's my face, the teeth, the forehead, the herpes.
Could be a combination.
The politics, the length of my legs, but I
Don't
mentioned
forget the no chin.
I bought a first class ticket to San Francisco. I got people being like, "You're an asshole. We're in inflation. You piece of shit. You talk about your first class." Every week he gives us an update on his townhouse in Brooklyn. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Am I being pranked? They're like, you bought a used Sentra and a first-class ticket. He's like, well, there wasn't enough bedrooms in our townhouse. He's Dr. Huxtable over here.
Well, first of all, it's in shambles. We're trying to fix it up.
Shambles. Get out of here, Shambles.
Also, we haven't bought it yet, so we're working on it.
Gary Shambles.
He's good.
I'm like, what are you, crazy? I'll send us both our 1099s, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Jesus H.
He hates it so much.
Well, we're making money. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to buy a better home.
I'm like, I
don't know why people are mad. We're working like crazy.
I know. I'm like, I bought a Honda Civic in 1996. They're like, you scumbag, kill yourself. You're born with a spoon in your mouth. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, people get mad about money. I don't know why. Go make some money.
Yeah, it's tough.
I know you're not supposed to say that, but
It's,
figure it out.
Inflation, whatever. By the way, speaking of inflation, every once in a while I'll go, I get my tea. And by the way, I never cared about money. When I had no money, I was always an idiot. I spent all my money like an asshole.
I remember that.
So I just buy stuff. I'm like, let me get a hot tea and a cookie. And they're like, it's $41.80. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a bit?
I know. Plus, we have cars now, so these gas prices, it's insane. It's like $6.50.
I know. Well, I hadn't driven my car in like 3 weeks. This is the first weekend I had my car, and I was gonna get one of those Biden. I did that stickers and put it on the tank.
Oh man, that's bad.
Which is pretty clever, by the way.
What?
You ever see the sticker at the gas tank? You go to pump gas, they put a sticker of Biden pointing, and it says, "I did that."
Oh,
That's pretty clever.
Fun. All right,
It's
boy.
fun. I think there's more to it.
Sure. People can make a buck off anything. I mean, I've been selling Juneteenth ice cream for a week, and I'm cleaning up, baby. So if you want, it's black and white, chocolate and vanilla. Check it out.
Cookie. By the way, am I crazy or is it 350 degrees in here?
I'm sweating like Chuck at a pool party.
Whew.
It's a hot one.
Woo.
There's no vents in here. We got no vent. We got no window. We got no outside view.
No, I got a weather system in my elbow crease. It's
What's
like,
that mean?
It's like a swamp. It's hot. It's cold. It's very,
I don't trust the weather. There you go.
very hot. How you doing, Chuck?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. It's all swamp. You know, you get swamp ass.
Sure.
That's what New Orleans is all the time. You're just walking around in someone's taint. It is a nightmare. And don't you hate this when people go, "Oh, you hate the heat, but you're from Louisiana." It's like, so what? I hate my grandpa.
Simonson pulled off the best version of that joke. He's got a great joke.
Lay it on me, Fatty.
About, because I get it all the time, and I've heard other people do a similar bit, but Simonson has such a great one. But I get it all the time. I'm like, it's freezing in here. They're like, aren't you from New England? I'm like, what does that mean? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not immune to the cold. I hate the cold.
Yeah.
Yes, I grew up in New England. It was
Right.
always cold. I hated it, so I still hate it.
Yeah, I'm covered in piss. But didn't you grow up with R. Kelly? What are you talking about? It still sucks.
It doesn't make any sense.
I hate
It's like
it.
somebody punching in the face and be like, but didn't your dad hit you?
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, I don't. It sucks. I don't want to be hit.
Joe Jackson. So wait, what's Simonson's bit?
It's something like that. It's like,
Oh.
don't you know it's cold, but you're from Norway? And he's like, yeah. Oh, it's about Syria. He goes into, he talks about, aren't you used to the cold? And it's like saying to a Syrian refugee, like, you don't like the bombs? Didn't you grow up with the bombs?
Right.
Whatever.
Why so Syria?
But he says, don't, the Syria bombs or whatever. I can't do the impression.
Sure.
It's very
Boy,
good.
He is a funny guy. Check him out.
Simonson.
Big fan. So I got a Saga Genesis over here.
Oh, I love Sega. That was my last video game. That's where I peaked. Sega
too.
Genesis. That was the last one.
That was it. I had TurboGrafx 16 before that.
What's that?
You familiar, huh?
It's like a super like pre-Nintendo system.
Yeah.
Almost like ColecoVision or Atari.
It was pretty advanced. So the cartridges were this big. It was like a credit card.
Uh-huh.
No
And you
kidding.
slide them in. But they had Bonk's Adventure. Hot game. But we'll move on. Sega was big. We had Sonic. You had,
Streets of Rage.
I don't know that one.
It's a rage. Sonic. I was a big Sonic guy, and then I had college football, EA Sports.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
game. Yeah, I was a big college
That's fun.
football, and then like I was '94, so Nebraska, you had like Tommy Frazier, and he would just run, and Lawrence Phillips, and you were unbeatable. They were like the Bo Jackson of Tecmo Bowl.
There you go. Larry Phillips. Don't forget Mortal Kombat was, I think, Sega.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never
that
got
was
into
big.
the fighting because I was never good. And then the other guy would just beat me up and like throw fire at me, and I ended up throwing the remote. I liked sports and Sonic.
And they knew how to do the moves. They'd go, and you go, how'd you know how to do that? The guy's hitting 18 buttons, and you're like, what? I wish I had no dad.
How about the guy that played like this with his fingers instead of the thumbs? He'd be like this.
Asperger.
Like one of those fucking guys.
You know, girls are watching that going, whoo, baby. This guy's going to twiddle my taint. All right, so
I'm excited about this.
now I got the weekend of my life coming up. I got, let me break down the I-10.
This weekend or this is last
This
weekend?
is last. This is last. This has already happened. So it's Pantages Theater on Thursday in Minneapolis. Sold out, baby. It's a comedy festival. Ari's there, a couple other Jews, so I'm pretty excited about it. Then you jump on a plane Friday morning to Chicago for 2 at the Vic.
Ooh.
Sold out. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm cooking, baby. Then you jump on a plane on Saturday morning to Cleveland for the Agora Theater.
Whoa.
Then you jump on a plane to go to Austin
Whoa.
to do Rogan.
Oh, that is a weekend.
That's a weekend,
That
baby.
is a weekend. That is happening, my friend.
That is happening. Not to mention, the next weekend, I'm at the Fully Loaded.
Bernie.
So this is like comedy bukkake.
Yes. Living.
Yes.
Livin.
Apostrophe. So I'm like, here we go, baby. Bring it on. Jizz right in my eye. I'm wearing the glasses, and I'm ready. And so you go to the airport, get your Minneapolis flight. I think it's a nooner. I get to the airport. First I wake up, and I'm all excited. I jump out of bed. I'm whistling. I do a cartwheel. Flight canceled. Oh, that's weird. All right. Well, fuck that. I'm not missing Minneapolis. Beep, 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 beep. I book another one ASAP.
Was that a Sega?
Yes. Beep, 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 beep. That was a Game Boy. And so I go, all right. I was supposed to go to Newark. Now I'm going to LaGuardia. I got my new flight. Yeehaw.
No big deal.
No biggie. So I figure I'll get the money back from that one. You can't just cancel a flight on me, you cum guzzler. So we're gonna even out.
You want to get that soup, don't you?
Yes, I put it on last night and I slept in it. So I go to LaGuardia. Delayed. That's not good. All right. Well, I got the lounge access, so I'll just pig out in the lounge. I'll jerk off in the soup. I'll spike the punch. I'll fuck a stewardess. Here we go. I'm wolfing down food in the lounge. Delayed again.
Oh, boy.
Yay. This is not looking good. So I'm like, I'll keep drinking. I'm hitting some whiskeys in there. I got the Saved by the Bell is on. My feet are up. Canceled. How about that? So now we have 2 flights canceled. So I go,
geez.
Jesus Christ. So I go, beep, boop, boop, boop. I book another one.
Cancel culture.
Yes. And I book another flight. And I'm like, well, this one's got to go. I mean, you can't cancel 3 flights in a day. So now I'm out of the lounge. And I got to get out of the lounge. I'm drinking too much. So I'm walking around the airport just trying to get some steps in.
Love the steps.
Bump into Ari.
Whoa! Shafir?
Yeah, he's got an old hat, those floppy bucket hat. He's got a walking stick and a weird backpack. He looks like a hobo Jew.
Yeah, he looks like the cover of a Zeppelin album. Just like he's got like the sticks and he's bent over. Really unpleasant to be around.
Yes, he looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So I'm like, all right, Ari's here. So now we're hanging out. I get him in the lounge. Now we're dancing.
Now I'm driving the bus.
Yeah, I'm Batman. So Ari, he's a whiz. He's like, hold on. Here's what you got to do. We got to fly to this city and then get a rental car. We'll drive. Because he's going to Minneapolis a day early because he's responsible.
What's he doing in Minneapolis?
He's doing a gig the night after me.
Oh, wow.
So he was just there. He's like, I figured this would happen, so I'm going early. And I said, I didn't know this would happen. Wow. So now Minneapolis is out. We've missed it. And I'm doing the whole thing with the theater going, can we move the show from 7 to 8? Maybe I can get there by 7 and drive there. I'm doing that whole thing. And it's Lucy from Zanies. So she's like, all right, we'll try to make it work. The people she's at the theater. People are chanting Tuesdays. It's all pipes. Geez. They're queefing. They're quaffing. They're going nuts. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
It's like Blues Brothers.
Third flight canceled. So I'm like, well, this is fucked. We just missed it. It's the weirdest, most impotent feeling sitting in Terminal 9 going, well, that's not happening.
It's brutal. It's like the Seinfeld bit. There's no alternative. If you miss your bus, you can take a train. If you miss the train, you can rent a car. But a flight, there's no alternative. And then the bit is about the cannon. Remember the cannon?
Oh, the cannon.
It's like there's no cannon. They shoot you. They go, that's St. Louis. That's about Minneapolis. And when you land, get out of the way because the luggage is coming right behind you. There you go. There's Jerry.
Mike Cannon. So that's just gone. So now my agent's freaking out. He's like, shit, this is a big deal. It's a theater gig. We're missing it. He's like, fuck that. Just get on a flight and go to Chicago now. You're supposed to be in Chicago tomorrow. Just go to Chicago now because this could happen tomorrow.
So this is like legit over. You missed it.
It's done, Jerry. I'm at my second airport of the day here. I had a Newark flight canceled. Now I'm at the LaGuardia. That's all canceled.
God, this is tragic.
Tragic. I mean, it just so helpless.
I thought there was gonna be a punchline. This is it. You missed it.
Well, it ain't over yet, there, Sloppy Jalopy.
Oh my God.
So now Ari's scrambling too because he's like, I got to get there too. Blah blah blah. So we got there at like 11, and now it's 9 at night, and we're just sitting around. We wasted the whole day. We could have potted. We could have frisbeed. We could have fucked. Who knows what's what? So now I'm like, all right, well, what do you got on Chicago? I got my guy working on it, the manager. He's like, there's an overnight. You're going to have to red eye. You get on a flight in an hour. You'll red eye. You'll land in Chicago at 6 a.m. I'm like, fuck me. I was like, all right. And he goes, wait, I found a Madison, Wisconsin flight. You can land in Madison, get a car, drive to Chicago. I said, all right, let's do that.
Wow.
So that flight's at 11 or something. So I go, let's do it. Now I'm waiting for the Madison flight, but I go, just book that overnight one, just in case. Mm-hmm. So now we're booking multiple flights, spending $1 million. We book both. Madison gets canceled.
Oh.
So then I'm like, well,
what is this? Is this a weather day or they're just lazy?
I'm sitting at the gate and they're going, folks, we're waiting to board. We just need a crew. We just need a crew. And I'm like, you just need a crew? What does that mean? Is there a crew in their bed with Cheeto dust and hung over going, I'm not going in today?
Well, I think everyone's under privileged or whatever, understaffed. The whole country.
Yes.
There's no like flight attendants and lifeguards. I don't know. We have too many podcast producers and camera guys. I can tell you that.
That's true. Well, that's a big gig.
No offense.
Yeah, you're doing great. But yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. It's bad news, Bears. I mean, it's one thing when they're like, hey, McDonald's is out of the ice cream machine is down. But this is like flights. This is commerce, Jerry. This is business.
No, this is brutal. I hate this.
Hate it. And you go, the country's in shambles. What am I, Sarajevo? What's going on here?
Where is that?
I don't know.
Eastern Europe?
Might be an actress. Sarajevo?
Feels like Eastern Europe, I think.
Probably.
Bosnia.
Yeah.
That's next door.
Eastern Bloc. That's fun to say.
BLOC?
Is that right?
I think so.
Is it like thick with 2 C's?
I don't know.
What do you got on Sarajevo? I didn't know how to spell
Bosnia.
it.
I think that's all the same mess.
Bosnia.
Yeah.
Wow.
The capital and largest city of Bosnia.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa,
There
Tom
you go.
Bosnia.
Quite a pull.
All right, the Boz over here, Boz Lerman. So now we're defeated. It's 11:30 at night, and I look at Ari, and we've at this point I'm sitting on his lap. We're like bonding. I got one of the police put a blanket on me, and he goes, "What should we do?" I go, "We got to go home. We just go all the way home." We just sat at the airport. We all the way home with our hairy curls or whatever, short curls, whatever it is.
Oh my God!
Went all the way home and just tail between the legs, ruined a whole day. Brutal.
What a train wreck. And so the people in Minneapolis just can't come to the show?
I got these messages. I got Fatty. Holy, you piece of shit. I drove 3 hours. I had a babysitter. I divorced my wife. I drowned my babies in the tub just to come here, and you're not here.
Oh, this is painful.
And you want to go, I want to be there. But
Right.
they don't compute that.
Oh, geez. But I have to say, I was talking to Sam last night. He said he keeps flying out a day early to all these gigs because all the flights are messed up. I've been very lucky, knock on wood. I haven't had a single flight issue.
Wow.
The last 3 months, I'm flying every single week. I don't know. I got good luck so far.
Well, you got to take stock or gratitude, because we whenever a flight goes on time, we just go, we act normal.
I know.
But we should be going, that worked.
This is crazy. The one delay I had was when I went to London. It actually benefited me because I got in later and you have less time to kill. You know, when you're all jet lag and you get in at like 10 a.m., you're like, I have to stay up for 14 hours.
Good point.
So that delay actually was like helpful.
Well, there you go. You got good flight luck.
So far, I mean, I've had some bad in my time.
Sure.
But the last few months, I've been good.
There's nothing worse than losing a day. You're like, I could have worked. I could have been home. I could have hit the gym. I could have sat on the couch.
I know.
Brutal. But
Painful.
either way, had the lounge. That helps. So next day, I get up at like 6 because I'm like, I'm not, this isn't happening to me again. I go straight to the airport. I'm on the phone. Now, my guy lives in L.A., so
Okay.
he's doing all this shit at like 4 in the morning.
Oh, the manager.
Yes, the manager, sweet kid, and he's like, Chicago, this is I had a couple flights, they all got canceled. So then I'm like, well, what are we gonna do here? And he goes, you got to make the Chicago gig. I love when the agent's like, you got to make it. I'm like, yeah, I know. What do I do? But we found 1 p.m. to Burlington. Land at Chicago at 6:05.
Burlington. What's that? Burlington, Vermont?
That's all they had.
You're flying New York to Burlington?
To Burlington to Chicago. 4-hour layover in Burlington.
What? There's a direct flight from Burlington to Chicago, but there's not one from New York? What the fuck airline are you flying? Bernie Sanders Air?
Dickless Air. I don't know, but these are the options.
This is brutal. It's like making me uncomfortable. I'm not even enjoying this. I'm bummed. I'm sad.
It was sad. It was a hellish day.
Oh.
So we get to Burlington, kill 4 hours in Burlington. I'm walking around. Beautiful views, by the way, even from the airport.
Great town. Except for that one crazy.
That's right.
There's that one guy.
So I eat a vegan tofu, foreskin salad at the it's all hippy dippy shit, craft beers, and then fresh goat milk in the house. One of the goats was a pilot. It was wild. Ben and Jerry were there, and it was a long day. Get to Chicago.
Thank God.
Jump right in a car. Haul ass to the theater. Matt Ruby's on stage. I throw my bags down. I high five a guy. He brings me right up. I go right on.
Wow. The worst part is you had to hang out with Ruby.
Jack Ruby. No, Ruby killed it. He lived in Chicago for 10 years, so I wanted to have him there. And great venue, great theater. Chicago, these gays came out because we haven't been there since 1991 because of the pandemic.
Right.
So it all accumulated and we all sold out. And Professor Pizza came out. You know about this kid?
Professor Pizza.
He's this guy in Chicago. He's like this pizza savant. And he's obsessed with comedy. He's done Sebastian shows, Sam show, Gaffigan show. He comes to your green room with an oven and makes pizzas.
Oh my God!
You gotta
didn't come to my green room. I need this guy.
We'll get you in.
We could have used him for Ari, that oven. But that's Chicago is our best market. Don't you feel like
easily
the nicest gays, the most gays? They come, they bring gifts, they're sweet. I love Chicago. Speaking of which, July 2nd, still not sold out. Vic Theater. It's all hilarious. I'm like, that's our best market. I'm like, we're half full.
Wait a minute, you're doing the Vic?
Well, the movie. The movie's doing the Vic.
The movie's doing the Vic.
The Vic Theater, July 2nd. Get your tickets. But yeah, Chicago fucking rules.
I love it. I wish I was there longer. It's a great venue. You're going to love it. You're going to shit blood. The pizza was great. The crowds were amazing. I took photos after. These gays, they wait. They love you.
Best gays. Chicago gays are the best gays. By the way, I love Ruby. I feel like we moved on quickly. It was a joke. He's the best. He's great. Is he
great
coming to
guy.
the bachelor party?
I don't know.
I got to figure that out.
He's a little old. But yeah, he had a great set. Just great time. The pizza was great. And these crowds, these Chicago crowds, and, deep dish, Italian beef, the Cubs, the Bulls, Kanye. Great stuff. So now you want to party. Sorry. You want to go party. You're in Chicago. You made it. I made it. Oh my God. I got out of the airport. I'm wiped. I have one cocktail. I go to the hotel and I crash.
These guys are up at 5 a.m. By 2 p.m. they're wiped. How'd we get back on you? Remember that one?
So next morning, get up, fly to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Now I got PTSD. I'm like, the airport.
I know.
I can't handle it. What if it doesn't go? What if I miss another theater? All went great. Cleveland was great. Fat Chris Al open. Bill Squire hosted. We had a great time. Now let me throw this one in your pee hole and
Please.
see if it burns.
It's wide open.
Okay. Get Chicago. Theater was great. The Agora, great time. After, this guy goes, hey, there's a bar show at this whatever place if you want to go. So we go, all right, fuck it. What else are we doing? We leave the theater. We go straight to Hilarities to eat.
Oh, the Pickwick and Frolic.
Yeah, they throw you a free meal.
Love that place. Love that whole cast and crew. I'll be there in January, I think.
Sam, Nick, the other guy, the
Yes.
butler.
Nick is hot. He's old and hot.
Oh,
He's
old.
like barrel-chested. He's 105 years old.
He's an Italian dilf. He looks like he boxes like this.
Yes, yes.
He's
a pugilist.
Oh, yeah. He told us a couple of stories about, the family.
Ooh.
Yeah, very
fun.
exciting. I don't know if I can divulge, but we had a ton of food, a ton of drinks, and then we go to this bar show, and I ate my dick.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what it is. You go, hey, I just did the theater. I just had a free meal. I blew Nick, and now I'm here. And then you're like, I'll try some new.
Yeah, that's tough. The new is tough, and
Yeah.
also it's hard because you're all cushioned. You're swinging with a donut or whatever, or whatever the
Donut.
fuck. I don't know. It didn't make sense. But the thing when you're doing the shows for your people,
Yes.
you can be like, well, that's crazy. And they're like, that's that guy we love.
Yeah,
And then you go to
yeah.
a bar show and they're like, why is this asshole? What's he doing? What's he saying?
Exactly. And the comics are in the back going, oh, here we go. Okay, this guy, he did the Agora. Let's see. And then I'm like, so you think pedophiles have their own kids? Because then they can get high on their own supply. And people are like,
Right.
who's this? So
Yeah.
good times, but glad I did it. Glad I hung out. We all had a blast. And then I flew straight to Austin. And I'm hogging, so we'll go to you.
I can't wait to hear about Austin. I mean, that's all fascinating stuff. I'm so glad the flights. It was just lack of crew. These people.
That's what they kept saying, weather, because if they say weather, they don't have to pay or
Right.
refund.
It's like an act of God.
Yes, fucking Allah. But
Hey, folks, this week's episode of Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped is here to give your Minuteman the respect he deserves. Manscaped products are beautifully designed to have your body looking good from head to toe for the beach, the pool, and any late night fireworks. You can use code Tuesdays to get 20% off and free shipping at Manscaped. Manscaped is what you need to really boost your confidence, boys. It all starts with the Lawnmower 4.0. The fourth generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents with their advanced skin-safe technology. Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and has a 400K, that's 400,000 to you and me, LED spotlight. Declare your independence with the perfect package. It includes the lawnmower trimmer, the weed whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, the crop preserver ball deodorant. I love that stuff. I use it. I put it right on my balls. Crop reviver toner, performance boxer briefs. Love those briefs. And a travel bag to keep you feeling good all over this great nation. God bless America. It's time to shine up your Liberty bells by going to manscaped.com. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Tuesdays. Don't forget to put that code in there. Tuesdays. That is 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use your discount code Tuesdays. Unlock your confidence this 4th of July with Manscaped. Fall so beautiful, you'll have the Statue of Liberty blushing. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, you will. Tuesdays with Stories also brought to you by... Oh, I got an itch. Sorry. Displayed. That's right, Displayed. Looking for something different to cover up that hole in your wall? Displayed is the cool new metal poster you'll want in every room. They sent me one. I got it right on my wall in my living room. It's beautiful. I loved it. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I was totally surprised to get it. It was very exciting. I thought it was from a fan. It was from a fan. Displayed. New fan of the show, new sponsor of the show. Go support them. Displayed features officially licensed design from Star Wars, Netflix, and many more. They have millions of cool designs available featuring gaming, movies, comics, and anime. You know how much I love anime. It only takes 20 seconds to hang them up. That's right, 20 seconds. No power tools, no damages, no frustrations. Once you mount one, you can switch it out for a new plate in a flash. It really is easy. I'm stupid and I can do it. With every one that you buy, this plate will plant a tree. That's right. Plant a tree. Click the link in our description to see some of our favorite displays and to get our special discount. 27% off up to 2 displays or 34% off 3 or more displays. Discounts will automatically be applied to your cart when you click the link or use code Tuesdays when you visit displate.com. It's an amazing deal and only available for a limited time. Do it.
I checked the paper. The headline news. Worst flight day in history since 9/11, since the Holocaust, since Katrina. The flights are hell. The Lindenberg, the whole thing. Amelia Earhart. Worst flight day ever.
Lindbergh
And
Hindenburg.
Hindenburg.
Because the Hindenburg was the Led Zeppelin that blew up thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a lead, I don't think,
the
but whatever.
humanity.
And then Lindbergh.
Lindbergh baby? Is
The
that
baby.
Flew.
There's a baby?
Is there a baby? No, I thought that was Flight of St. Louis, Spirit of St. Louis.
There is a baby, though. He might have been
Lindbergh baby.
He had
aborted.
a
I don't
baby?
know.
He flew across the Atlantic.
With a baby.
Jimmy Stewart.
I think he threw the baby out.
With
He
the
got-
bathwater?
Yes.
No, that's no baby, is there?
I think there's a Lindbergh baby.
There is a
Is that
baby.
the same thing, though?
I don't know.
I think she was pregnant in the cockpit. Something was going on. They had the kid
No,
in the air.
He flew by himself. Amelia Earhart. She was the
Lesbian.
first woman to do something, but she crashed.
No.
Two different Lindberghs.
Pretty sure.
You're thinking of Harrison
2 different
Ford.
Lindberghs. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
2 different Lindberghs.
Ah.
No, I think Amelia Earhart was like, I'm going to do that. I'll be the first woman to do that. I think
Yeah.
she went into the Twin Towers or something. She disappeared.
Really?
Yeah, she's dead.
Tower
And Lindbergh's
7.
dead too, but
Well, what, are you having a woman fly?
exactly. I think it was like 27 or something like that.
She was 27?
No, that was 27 Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No.
I'm saying 1927 was when the Lindbergh flight was.
I
Does that
see.
sound like something?
Yeah, it could be.
Well, who's the baby?
The baby's different. I don't know about this baby.
It was a kidnapped baby. It's a different baby.
Lindbergh baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Charles Lindbergh.
Jew?
Lindbergh? I don't know.
Maybe a German.
Might be Germany.
I don't think they let Jews do stuff back then.
No.
Maybe, make a bagel.
Yeah. The weather or whatever.
I thought the flight thing, there's so many flights getting canceled. Everyone I know that flies is dealing with this shit. I thought it was because of like the gas prices. Where
That helps.
I was going to say, if they don't fill up a flight 100% or
Right.
whatever, they just go, oh, we're not going to go because
Yeah.
it's too expensive. It
losing
doesn't make
money
any
or
sense.
something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel so bad for these people at the desk because
Yeah.
I see old ladies going, "Sir, I've been here 3 days. I don't know where I am. What do you think it'll leave? Because it says boarding soon, and it'll be like, is it though? Talk to me. Give me some." And they can't give you any information, so you just start yelling at them. But they didn't do it. But who else do you yell at?
It's hard because they're representing the company. That's what's hard. It's like, I didn't do anything, but I'm like, but you're the representative, so I got to throw shit in your eye. But
I know.
yeah, I've been so lucky. But it happened to be the weekend. That was the worst weekend in history. And I was driving. I went down to Magooby's, Timonium, Maryland, which sounds like medicine, doesn't it?
I said the same thing.
Take a couple shots of Timonium.
It sounds like an element. We've discovered timonium.
I wish they didn't. That town stinks.
It stinks a roo.
But the club is great and whatever. But yeah, I was doing Magoobies, which was nice. 'Cause I haven't driven in a fortnight. I've been all over the place. My car, it's so weird. It just lives in a garage. This is the weird thing about New York.
Yeah.
It's like you have this prized possession that you're proud of. You love it. It shines. It's red.
Well, it's $1 million for that cent.
I know. It wasn't easy. It was $350,000.
Oh,
I paid it all in cash. It was a drop in the hat because
must be nice.
I'm worth about 48 mil. But this baseball contract in Montana.
yeah.
I don't even want to tell you how much I'm making to play for this independent league baseball team for one day. It's $11. But so I went to get the car and it was like covered in dust because it's like in the basement garage and you feel bad. It's like your son.
You neglected.
It's very neglected, and I think they're all these punks. They're like pulling a Ferris Bueller and driving it around.
You don't know what country do you think this is?
What country do you think this is?
It could get scratched, nicked, breathed on wrong.
A pigeon could shit on it.
Yeah.
So I pick
the
it
guy
up,
Finsky.
and it's just covered in filth, and I just feel sad for it. And I got Matt Wayne opening, old M-Dubs. Great hang.
Love the Wayner.
One of the best hangs.
Funny guy.
Funny guy, great comic, great guy. So we get down there, we scooch on down there, and it always takes 7.5 hours. The Northeast is just a train wreck.
Straight with this Sandy Hook. We get it. The kids are dead. Moving on already. Get it off the road.
It's just, wait, what is the Sandy Hook?
Every time I go by Sandy Hook, I'm sitting there in traffic. I want to mow somebody down.
Oh, you're going north. I'm going
Ah.
south, but we probably drove by 7 school shootings also.
You got
This
that right.
Country's got a problem, obviously, but
Dime a dozen in this town.
geez, everything's falling.
There we go.
That was close. Oh, Jesus Christ. Any tits. So we drive down there, and you always think, like, we'll just drive. I'll take a week off from flying, the airport, the business.
Yes.
Drive the car, and by the end, I'm old. My ankle hurts. It's like throbbing. My knee is stiff. My dick is hard. My ass is bleeding.
Sure.
But it's fun. You drive down. You listen to the tunes. You bullshit. A couple podcasts, whatever.
But there is that moment when you're like, how much longer am I stuck with this motherfucker? We've talked about everything. We listened to every album. We did all Springsteen's catalog. We touched knees. It's
I
a
know.
lot.
She touched my leg, and we're cracking. By the way, he had never heard Even the Losers by Tom Petty. He's like a music guy.
What?
It's like my favorite tune, #1 tune all time. And he's like, that's a good one. I'm like, what are you insane?
How do you miss that?
He had the sunglasses. He's like doing this. I made a T-shirt in high school that said "Even the Losers," and on the back it said "Get Lucky Sometimes." It was like my anthem.
Oh, that's fun.
So, anyways, we drove down. He's into that now. We went to the Cheesecake Factory. I love the cheese.
Oh, that's the biggest menu in the planet.
He had never been to the cheese, this guy.
What is this guy, born in a bunker?
I don't know what's going on with this son of a bitch, but I'm like,
Frank over here.
I felt like a dad. I was like, you got to hear Tom Petty. You're going to really love this. And I'm like, wait till you get to the Cheesecake Factory. The menu's huge. The women are like wine or whatever.
Ah, Capistrano. Yeah, that menu, it's like the Koran. That thing is huge.
It's huge. We got the bread, the thing, sweet little gay waiter. We had a great time down there. And I love the cheesecake. I went there 3 days in a row. It was like the Cal Ripken of Cheesecake Factory.
Well, the thing is, you can go there for 9 years and never eat the same thing twice.
I ate the same thing every day, but I know what you mean.
All right, you're a man of routine.
I had some gift cards. I want to thank the gays for the gift cards. I still got piles of Chipotle gift cards
What?
from the 80s.
Give me some. I'm out.
Well, you know what happened is,
I'll trade you a Starbucks for a Chipotle.
I'll do that straight up any day.
Let's do it.
Well, how much is yours and how much is mine? I don't trust you. And who gave you the Starbucks? I feel like that was for me anyways.
Well, they gave me 4. I took 2. I gave you 2.
Interesting. I'm a little suspect. Let me
gave
call
you 2,
in. I
right?
want to see the price tag on this thing. Because if I get a $4 bucks and you get a $50 Chipotle,
Wow, that thing ain't 50 clams. Come on.
well, you know what happened? I had the reflux incident of the
I'm
80s.
just saying, it's here if you need it.
Remember, I had the silent re. You might remember.
I've heard you mention it.
For a couple of years there, so I was all freaked
Wait,
out about the re.
Did you kick it?
I kicked it. Well, I think a lot of it was mental. I just learned to live with it.
All
I'm
right,
like, I
all
can
right.
have a gargly voice.
I did that with gonorrhea.
What are you going to do? So now I'm smoking cigars. I'm shoving hot sauce in my ass. And I'm having sex with my dad again, finally.
Nice. Glad you guys reconcile.
Wreck.
Sile.
So I had a pile of Chipotle gift cards that I didn't use. I didn't go there for like 2 years. So I'm backed up. And so is my ass from all the cheese.
Can we go there for lunch? Because I haven't eaten a wink today.
No, we got to go there. No question about
All
it.
right, we'll do a Patreon at Chipotle.
We'll do a Patreon. The Patreon's really cooking. Chuck's doing something with it.
There you
Keeps
go,
sending
Chuck.
us long emails we don't open. But
Thank you for the emails.
Chuck looks mad. I'm kidding.
We're going to get to them.
I'm kidding. I'll tell you what. I'll read it when I get the PS 109 bonus footage.
Hey, there you go. I got Shelby emails I haven't read, so we're all behind.
Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about? The gift cards,
cheesecake.
the Cheesecake Factory. Great time. Shows were good. Let me throw this up your ass and see if you come in my face.
Get in there. No.
That was a slow bullet.
Sorry, I couldn't see. It's behind me.
So I'm doing the show. Everything's cruising along. By the way, the Thursday show, nightmare. This is where I'm at in my
tough.
career. I'm like, I go to San Fran. You forget different markets are different things and club sizes. So
Market
San
Norman.
Fran, never worked there ever. Big market. It's the club seats like 110 people.
Yeah.
I show up to like every show's sold out. You can't get a ticket. 5 shows. I hit the bonus, the thing, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Great weekend. Then I do Vancouver. There's about 400 people there. And I'm like, I'm cruising, baby. I got my feet up, my head back. I'm trading in the Sentra for a cord,
Nice.
according to Jim.
Uh-huh.
Then I get to Baltimore, night 1, Thursday. Didn't help that my old pal Marcus was there about 3 days earlier. I get there Thursday. Woo! Let me just say this. I had my choice of parking spots, if you know what I mean.
Ah, you took the retard spot?
Pulled in and there was 3 cars there. And it's the thing where you ever pull in the parking lot and you got to check the email, be like, maybe the show starts at 9. I might have misread it.
Yeah.
I'm like, something's up. And you just go in there and you can hear like that weird silence.
Oh.
I peek in. It looked like April of 2020. There's like couples, and then there's like 7 feet, then another couple, and then 20 feet, another couple. It was rough.
Well, I gotta say, if it's any consolation prize, my Thursday was rough too. It's just not a Thursday town.
I think it's not a Thursday time.
Whatever that
because
means.
Saturday filled in nice, and by fill I mean the bottom section. But
Phil Hanley.
it wasn't bad. Well, it was better than that. But we go there. I think it's Friday early, Saturday early, and it's this one's full and nice, and I'm really cooking. I'm really just having a nice time. And you know how when you're in that good place where you're fun and loose and improvising and all the stuff,
Yes.
and really hot crowd. Everybody's dying. It's just a good crowd. And there's a beautiful young lady over here. She's laughing at everything, knee slapping and pointing. And I think she was with the Tuesday too.
Hey, good for you, lady.
So let me see what you make of this, because it was a little strange.
Uh-oh.
And I told this, I was talking about Top Gun a lot. I just keep talking about Top Gun on stage. I got a couple bits.
Okay.
No one ever laughs at them, but it's fun. And I was doing the... I love the theme.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I can do horn too.
Well, it's quite an act you're crafting here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm doing that. By the way, I'm doing an hour. This is 30 seconds out of an hour.
All right,
the rest
all right.
is, farts.
I didn't know we were Michael Winslowing it, but all right, here we go.
But so it's going pretty. If you saw it in context, you'd really be like, "Whoa, this is something."
All right, well, send me the tape.
I will, but I forgot to tape. I don't tape. My career is. I should really tape. I got to get the thing where I'm like this. What'd you say? Fuck you. And then it gets the views.
Yeah, duct tape. I mean, it's tough. It's a lot of work. You got to find a guy. You got to hit up the guy. You got to pay the guy. You got to edit the guy. You got to pretend to hang out with the guy.
I know. And then sometimes you get a guy. He never sends you the stuff.
Oh, brutal.
But enough about Chuck. But.
PS 109.
Oh, we're having a good time.
What was that? That was, I think, Ralphie May was in that one, I
I
believe.
mean, Louis was on it, you
Yeah.
know. But we don't want to give them the Louis bonus. That's not going to help our
No,
cause at all. They don't
no.
want to see Louis
Hedberg's in it, too.
in the video. This chair's too squeaky. What's
I hear
going
a
on
rickety
here?
and a rackety.
Worse than the watch. So let me just get right to the story.
All right, there you go.
So I'm on. I think that's backwards. There you go. So I'm doing the show, good crowd. I'm talking Top Gun, and I tell this amusing anecdote that happened. I was telling my friend Derek that Billy Idol's guitar player wrote the Top Gun theme. And if you go to see Billy Idol, he plays it. They play
American
and then
Idol.
my niece, who's 10, said it's Billie Eilish.
Ooh.
Which is fun. She's cute. It's a fun thing. She doesn't know Billy Idol. He's 73. He takes his shirt off.
That
She's
is
never heard
cute.
of him.
That's a bit. Could be a bit.
Could be a bit. So I tell the anecdote. It's funny. And then I talked about Billie Eilish, and I'm unfamiliar with Billie Eilish.
She's
so I
good.
said, is Billie Eilish a man or a woman? And then this woman goes, nope, no, stop.
Is the cute lady?
Cute lady who's laughing.
Okay.
She goes, no. Take that out. You can't do that.
Take that out.
She said, take that out.
What is it? Trash?
I mean, I think she's talking about my cock or something.
Oh, that's not so bad.
She says, take that out. Nope. Stop. Nope. Does a big thing. She's waving both arms. She's like,
What?
no. Waves me off.
What?
And I'm like this. What?
Yeah.
What does that mean? And she's like, you can't ask that. You can't ask.
Can't ask.
And I was like, well, I mean, by the way, everyone else is like, woman. It's a woman.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know Billie Eilish. I'm not trying to whatever. I just don't know her. And she's like, you got to take that out. You can't ask. She's like, who are we to say?
Oh, no.
And I was like,
here.
all right, well, I mean, but some people are a gender, right? You're all welcome to say that I'm a man.
Toxic male.
And I'm not trying to be involved in a debate about gender or whatever.
You
and then
can't win.
I said, well, what about like Morgan Freeman? If I'm like, is Morgan Freeman a man? Everyone's going to be like this. Yeah. Right?
Of course.
There are people in between or they're theys or whatever. And I respect it. Good. God bless you. Have a nice time.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, well, I didn't mean to offend. I'm like, I'm not exactly Lenny Bruce up here. I'm talking about the Top Gun anthem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. And then I just kept every joke I would do that I'd be like, I'd look over there and be like, and then that was getting a laugh. It was fun. But then I realized a few minutes later, I stopped the show and go, I think I know what happened.
Okay.
This is what I think.
I think I have a theory too, but let's lay it on me, fatty.
So I think I just am unfamiliar with Billie Eilish. Don't know. I'm 40 years old. I like Pearl Jam and the Rolling Stones. I don't know nothing about Billie Eilish. I don't give a shit about Billie Eilish. I hope they die. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But
a little harsh.
I realize, I don't hope they die. Whatever.
I'm joking.
I said, I think I realized what happened. Like, I don't know this artist. I'm asking if it's a man or woman. I think she thought I was like, what the fuck is this? Is that a man or a woman? You got a dick over there? You're wearing makeup? You got tits, but you're wearing shoes? I think she thought I was like some kind of like, what is this?
Like a gender.
Like Caitlyn Jenner, what is that?
Right.
What is this fucking thing over here? But I was like, I'm just unfamiliar with the person.
Of course.
It was a genuine question.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's got a man or a woman's name. It's unisex.
And then she said, it's okay. She's like, I appreciate that, and I can tell you're a good guy for rectifying that. And then I'm like, well, I am a a guy. I don't need like
Now
I don't
your
really
approval?
need this thing. But I mean,
What
she
the
seemed nice
fuck?
and it was fine. But I was like, well, what? I wasn't like, fuck these transgenders or
No,
something. I'm
no.
just saying. I'm like, I don't know Billie Eilish.
Also, a couple things here to unpack.
Please, let's unpack.
All right, fudge pack. So, first of all, whether you agree with you or not, or you were being a dick, you can't go, no, stop. That's mean. You're mean. You're a bad person.
Right.
I know she's trying to be the hero and shut you down, but what you're doing is wrong and cunty and mean and inappropriate and uncalled for. You don't like a movie. You're going to go to Top Gun and go, no, that's an F-15, not an F-14. Cut the tape, turn the lights on.
I do that.
Okay. But that's just insane behavior. You don't get to just say your piece at a comedy show.
I agree.
It's
it was
a show.
strange. It was strange, and the show was really rolling. I mean, I was cooking.
Talk to you after, email you, blog, stop going to the show, leave, walk out. That's all gravy. But secondly, and this is the part that is going to get me in trouble.
Oh, boy.
It's real and true.
Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by BetterHelp. That is one of my favorite sponsors. It really means a lot to me. It's near and dear to my heart and my fart. You have to take care of your mind. It's all you have. Literally, that's all you have. Really, everything is perceived through the mind. If it's not healthy, you're in big trouble. Believe me, I've been there. I've been to some really low places, and I got out of it by using therapy. That's right, my therapist, who I found on BetterHelp. We spend so much time taking care of our skin, our hair, our teeth, and not teeth so much for me, but so little care of the most important body part, the brain. How well you take care of your brain affects how you experience life. Investing time and energy in mental health is crucial to be happy. It really is. Eating right, working out, and getting plenty of sleep are a good start, but there is no substitute for talk therapy. I'll vouch. BetterHelp makes online therapy accessible, convenient, and affordable. My therapist changed my whole life. I love him. He's coming to the premiere of the film this Thursday. Alan, he'll be in attendance. And I wouldn't have it any other way. He's one of my favorite people in the world. And you can get your own darn therapist through BetterHelp. It's an online therapy that offers video, phone, and chat therapy sessions. You can choose to not see anyone on camera. That's a nice choice. A lot of therapists are hideous. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Tuesdays listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Tuesdays. That's BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays. And now back to the show. Back to life. Back to the Tuesdays podcast.
Billie Eilish is a young androgynous singer. So you could see her and go, is that a man or a woman?
Right.
And that's what it comes down to.
I think that's what happened.
The Morgan Freeman thing, obviously an old black man with gray hair and shit. So you go, oh, it's a man. But this person is a little wiggly biggly. You know, it's kind of like if you go, hey, she's ugly, and she is. That's bad. But if she's ugly and you go, she's hot. We all know she's not, but that's cool.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know, somebody told me this is going to be bad, but somebody said the worst thing you can say about a black guy is they're articulate. The second worst thing you can say is that they're not. You see what I'm saying? All right. This is my quote.
We're in the weeds here.
Somebody else said that.
Oh, jeez.
But you were too on the nose by asking if she was which gender.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. If I said it about, Cyndi Lauper?
Also ugly.
No, she's cute.
No.
She's cute and fun. Very talented.
Talented? I'll give you talented.
She's talented. She was super cute in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Cyndi Lauper rules.
Yeah.
I like her.
Oh, yeah. Kim Kardashian's a good example of what you're going to say.
Kim Kardashian.
Really?
That's
She's
a good
pretty.
because you're going to say if I said this about someone who was obviously this.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
a
I
lady.
guess that's what happened. But so that's what I realized only minutes later, because I was like, I don't, like I said, I'm unfamiliar with Billie Eilish, so she took it as like, is that a man? Is that a woman? What is this shit?
Right.
But I was just like, she could walk in here and blow me. I wouldn't know her.
Sure, but also don't yell stop, no, waving arms.
Right.
What are you, an air traffic controller? That's insanity.
It was wild, but it gets your it takes you out of the show, because then you're doing your act and you're like the whole time you're like, what the hell was that? That was crazy. Am I a bad person? What the hell's going on here? Why is she saying that?
And you're on edge going, is this next joke going to bother her? Is this where now you got to filter up because you're like, I don't want to piss off this lady again and have her interrupt the show. So now you're fact checking and reviewing everything before you say it, which is not good comedy.
It ended up being fun because it was a running thing. Because I have a joke where I say cunts, and then I did that, and I went. So I kind of had that fun to keep doing. Every time I said something, I'd look back and be like, okay.
Right.
So it was fun, and she was nice after, whatever. So it was all good, but it was just very strange.
Yeah.
That I'm like, we're in a time where you just go, no. And also, I think, maybe I'm wrong about this. I'm trying to be part of the solution, progress, whatever. I think you can still ask somebody's gender. Isn't that actually polite? Isn't that why they have name tags that say he, him, her, she, her? I think it's actually nice to ask.
You think, because everybody, it's hard to tell sometimes. So you're doing the right thing by getting their pronouns right.
Like if people at Starbucks employees are wearing name tags that say their gender, then surely it's considerate to ask, right?
Yeah. Well, this is one
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm like, legitimately, like, doesn't that make sense? What should I call you?
This is one of these things, though, where it's a buzzy, radioactive third rail topic. So she thinks she's doing the right thing by just shutting it down instead of actually getting somewhere.
Right.
Which would be more progressive.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways, it was strange, but the shows were all great, very fun, and a lot of great Tuesdays came out. So kind, so sweet, and it was just really, really fun. But yeah, that one was weird, and
it's a bummer.
That club could use a little scrub. It's got that cement on. It's depressing. It's like next to the highway. The club is great. They're very nice. They treat you well. But you just have that feel. It's dark in there. It's dank. It's got that like tinted floor to ceiling window thing.
Sure.
Could use a little, I don't know.
Spruce.
Some Spruce Springsteen. But anyways, Chuck, you look upset. I feel like I upset you. I was just kidding. You're doing great.
Wait,
I love
what?
you.
I don't even know what I would be upset about.
Well,
Just the
I
gender
think
thing?
I called you fat. I think you haven't released the things we shot 3 years ago.
Oh, come on. I
will-
release a bonus every week.
Yeah.
For the
that's
record,
true.
Billie Eilish is a killer. She's a great artist.
Yes, you got a huge. Which one is her? I know like
Green
Eye
hair.
of the Tiger.
That's
Katy
Katy
Perry.
Perry.
Yeah.
I know that one. You're gonna
Yeah.
hear me roar. Ooh,
Billie Eilish does Bad Guy.
I asked this on stage too. Give me a couple
I know.
notes. Give me a couple
Her
bars.
songs are so
She's
wiggly.
like, yeah.
I can't do them.
I probably shouldn't sing on this.
They're
People are gonna come at
auto-tuney
me.
and electric-y. I mean, her voice is incredible, but I can't even replicate it.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm just not in the pop culture scene.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what Billie Eilish does, and maybe I should check her out.
Well, it's funny because we all do the these kids today, and then you go, Socrates said that, and
Yeah.
whatever the hell. So you're like, this ain't new. But we do have the internet now. We didn't have that before. So there is a shift that's different than just these kids today.
Right.
Or does that factor in?
I'm not sure.
They got the TikTok, they got porn coming right up their eyeballs. They got you can buy everything. You don't have to talk. You don't have to interact. It's all on screen. It's suicide is up, anxiety is up. They're sending you products that you might want to buy. It's all about attention seeking. They get your data. So it is a little different with the internet.
It's scary, crazy times. Matt and I were talking about that. Like, he had a memory of when he was a kid, his parents being like, okay, leave now.
Yes.
And then he heard the door shut and then lock. Like, they just wanted to fuck. So they were just like, leave the house. And then you like literally like Fred Flintstone. They just kicked him out.
Yeah.
And he's like 10 years old. He's like, all right, I guess I got to find something to do outside. I think we talked about it recently. I hate to sound like old boomers, but your parents would just be like, come home when the sun comes down. Or they would
Sure.
just scream your name
Yeah.
they're in the streets.
And you do shit where you're like, let's throw pine cones at each other. You just had to kill time. You had to build shit or burn shit or fight shit.
We had rock fights before school, middle school, every single day for 3 years. I mean, it's like the most white trash thing. We'd like separate into groups and literally throw rocks at each other.
It's a little Middle Eastern.
Rock fights.
I don't know how. Yeah, but no, of course we did the rock fighting too. We did dirt clods.
Clogs?
Clods. You throw a big clod of dirt at somebody.
Oh, Claude.
yes.
I don't know Claude. I know Van Damme.
Jean-Claude
I thought you
Claude
meant-
Monet.
I thought you meant wooden shoes on your hands.
No. What are we, Swiss? Or is that Dutch?
Some people still wear those, by the way. I saw a lady the other day wearing like wooden clogs, just like walking around. I'm telling you, it was a clip clog.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, are those comfy? And she was like, oh yeah,
My drain is clogged.
I'll help you out.
Yeah. You just found shit to do. My grandparents, I would stay at their house because my parents, I guess, wanted to fuck for a week and a half. But they'd be like, go. You've watched too much TV. I'm like, I watch half hour. They're like,
Yeah.
you got to get out.
Yeah, the TV was, I don't know. It's all above my pay grade. Sometimes you walk around the mall. We're in the mall and like everyone weighs 800 pounds. No offense, Chuck. It's just,
He's actually lost a couple lbs.
I know he's fit. I know it's a joke. That's what's funny. I'm sorry. I'm
All right.
joking. You look very upset.
No, I'm not upset.
Oh, geez. All right. I'll buy you a burrito.
Thanks.
That'll help the weight.
Yeah.
I'll borrow $10. But no,
Starbucks card, I can trade.
you walk around. I mean, do you ever just get down? You're walking around the mall, and I mean, people are like yelling at each other. They're just fat. Like people, they have like walkers. They're like 28 years old, and you just see people just piling cheesecake into their mouth. Everyone seems depressed, and the suicide numbers, like you said. And I'm just, you're on
get it.
social media, and everyone's just screaming at each other. I'm like, I'm fucked. I want to kill myself.
Dude, tell me, I was in the airport for 19 hours. It's just Tubby McJohnson walking down the hall, all day. And then 8 people have service animals because they can't walk. And he's got a rascal and he's got a walker. It's bad. Texas Ranger.
I know they can't even edit a PS109 video. These people, it's brutal. And I really think we need to teach meditation starting like 3rd grade.
Ooh, I
get
like
these
it.
minds clear. It should be required for everybody.
Yeah.
Get people a little cleared and healthy mentally.
Completely agree. And I hate to be a braggy. Never mind, but I hate to be that guy. But my brother has 2 kids. He won't allow phone. He won't allow iPad. And they have no TV in the house, which is a little bit much. But These kids are brilliant. They're
Yes.
creative. They read books. They've written plays. They paint. They build things. I mean, it's incredible.
Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll do that with my wife. I'll just break her phone over her knee and be like, you can have this
Yes.
again if you get an A on the blowjob test.
She's going to invent, an electric helicopter or something with all the free time because your brain has to go to something.
Right. Yes.
So-
We gotta save the kids. I feel like we're overtime here. Where are we at? Are we okay?
54.
54. Oh, well, we gotta start our plugs because I gotta plug a bunch of shit in my ass.
Butt plug.
Yes. It's a big coat.
I'll save Rogan for the next step.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm out. I had a fun, nice, pleasant weekend.
I feel bad I went too hard on the Billie Eilish lady.
I think we're okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah, she's fine. She was sweet. She was nice. Whatever.
Well, you can see
Sweating.
people's true colors when certain, if you go, hey, she's hot. We won't get back into
But I
it.
see your true colors. Cyndi Lauper.
Oh boy. Oh God. I don't know what that was.
That was like someone excited, screaming woo, like you.
Yeah, I think Ric Flair's in the office. But
Yeah.
is he mocking us?
No.
Not bad.
No.
You must be able to hear this.
No mock. I heard someone go shh to them.
Oh really?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe
All right.
he's
It was like
enjoying-
someone's kids here. Someone's
Maybe he
kids
likes the podcast. Maybe he likes it. Maybe
Maybe.
we'll swivel him, or what do you call that? Swing him, swindle.
Hold on. Let me just say this.
Oh,
right.
now I hear the phone. It's crazy. You can hear like a phone ring.
Yeah.
I know.
So we're clear as day in here, just
Oh.
screaming about transgenders. And
Bad office, Billie Eilish, this and that.
We gotta get
bad.
out of here.
You can feel
Yeah.
it when you walk in. The receptionist, they're like this mourning, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave me quite a smile today.
Well, luckily they're far enough away that they can't
Yeah, they
probably
can't
hear
hear
us.
Yeah.
But this is good that other people are loud because now
Yeah.
it takes the heat off us a little.
Yeah, a little bit. And then I was here the other day, and the guy was playing music. The
Aha.
day we got here, and the other guy.
The divorced angry guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's music playing. So I was like, oh, maybe we could pull that.
That guy's a menace.
Yeah.
Good thing with the back pocket when they come try to pull us out of here.
The man's a menace.
Menace the menace. All right, menace to society. What do you got coming up there, Sloppy Jalopy?
Well, this is next week's, right? It's a big weekend.
This is Tuesdays. This is upcoming Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. Up and coming. This is the
Come.
big week. This is it. I mean, this is the big weekend. We're heading in Thursday, 2 days from now. If you're listening on Tuesday, the premiere at the Beacon Theater is sold out, by the way. Chuck will be there filming it, so we'll have some footage in a couple of years.
I bought front row balcony tickets too before I got hired to film it.
Whoa.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you should give them to somebody or sell them to somebody.
Yeah.
Resell them on the market.
I'll figure it.
Maybe we'll give them to a lucky gay.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. I know what's going on. Chuck's
boy.
making he's going to get double time cash.
Are you scalping?
We're paying him, and then he's going to scalp.
Uh-huh.
This guy's going to make 48 grand.
I bought him to come see your movie.
I
man.
appreciate it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
appreciate
oh,
it.
yeah,
I
oh,
want
yeah,
half
oh,
the
yeah.
proceeds.
You know you bought it with Patreon money.
You fucked us. No, Chuck will be there filming along with Jason Katz, and we're going to have a whole production team. It's quite a thing, too.
I got to watch this. Send me the link when you're done because I want to see it. I'm the only guy in New York not going to this thing.
I know it's going to be a star-studded event. Sam Morrill, Dan Soder, the lady that
Ari.
lives upstairs, Ari's coming, and Louis Katz.
Ooh, I love
And then,
cats.
of course, all the comics:
play.
Sarah Vecchione, Katie Hannigan, Sarah, Louie, me, Kramer, the Butler, DePaulo, Chris Walsh.
My lady's going.
She is.
Yeah, she's pumped.
Oh wow, Bill Sheff, Tony V. I mean, it's gonna be something. Ron Bennington is hosting the
Oh, who's better than Ben?
thing. Liz from the Cellar is gonna come. It's gonna be quite a situation there.
How many
And,
go in the green room, though?
What's that?
How many got in the green room?
I don't know.
Because that's a lot of bodies.
Yeah, that's a small. Yeah, we'll have that. We're trying to get an after party. Liz hasn't got back to me.
All right.
But anyways,
How big is this Q&A? I'm hearing quite a stage full of people.
we're trying to figure that out still because
Yeah.
Louis like, you got to have everybody, and right away I was like, I think a nice small group is good.
yeah. You don't
So-
want Will Savintz up there yapping.
And some of those people are a little loose-lipped, if you know what I mean. I'm like, there's one in particular that I'm a little bit like.
I know who that is.
So it's gonna be fun. That one's sold out, but I think the Vic Theater on Saturday, Chicago, is still some tickets available, small amount of tickets, and then Boston Schubert Theater, still some tickets available for that. So come out to that. Same deal. We're gonna do the Q&A with Bennington. It's gonna be fun. And then July 29th, Toronto, Paradise Theater. I think those are going fast. A lot of
Nice.
Toronto gays. So get on those. Join the Patreon. Chuck is ripping it for us.
Q&A
He's doing
and all.
all the stuff and
Killing it.
It's been really fun. So get on those.
Did you ever think, not to get mushy and gushy, did you ever think you'd be at the Schubert in your hometown, basically, playing a goddamn full feature film?
Well, it's hard to get in there and feel it because my parents are coming, and this film is really right up there. So it's
that's
one of
a
those
good
things.
point.
When you're writing the movie, you're just in an office being like, oh, and then the mother should say this. And all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's going on? Like seeing it? I
Deb's
didn't think
gonna
you're going
kill
to make it. I
herself.
just threw it out there.
Deb and Steve.
I feel like Costanza. I'm like, I didn't think you were going to listen. I'm like hitting him on the forehead and shit.
Oh, boy. I told you to put the bananas on the side.
It's no, it's going to be good. It's very exciting. And hopefully people will come, Ray. Now I'm just like, I don't want it to bomb. So also, I got to mention that too. July 1st to the 6th, Angelica, Village East Cinemas. Get those tickets. If you can't afford the Beacon, if you're out of town, you should go. 15
I'm going
bucks.
to that. I'm going to the Village one.
Get some popcorn, some candy, and go support small movies.
Hell yeah. Can't wait. There's going to be a line around the block, Fatty.
I hope so.
Name on the marquee, Norman. All right, I'm at the Irvine Improv. Come
My
on
mother's
out.
calling. How about that? That's crazy.
We were just talking about her. The Irvine Improv, what?
I'm scared.
Okay, Vogel in New Jersey, Wise Guys, Salt Lake City, love that club. Houston Improv, that's a big room. Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, San Antonio, LOL, West Palm Beach, doing the Burt Kreischer tour, come out to that. Richmond, Funny Bone, Brea Improv, back in LA, Neptune Theater, some theater in Portland, the Danbury Music Hall in Connecticut, Vancouver, Toronto, all kinds of fun stuff, cooking, say hello, come on out, queef it up. The Wilbur in Boston.
Wilbur.
Gonna be a hell of a year, folks. So praise Allah, keep it real, queef it up, and we'll see you in hell.
Jesus, fuck. Oh, God. Leave that in.